それでは定刻を過ぎておりますので、ただいまより国力研究会発足記念講演会を開催いたします。本日司会は本来参議院議員の山田博先生が務める予定でありましたが、委員会日程とあいにく重なりまして、代わりまして私、衆議院議員中田博が務めさせていただきます。どうぞよろしくお願い申し上げます。本日は参議院におきましても、多くの委員会が開催をされておりまして、ご参加の意思をいただきながらも、残念ながら叶わなかった先生方がたくさんいらっしゃることもお伝えを申し上げておきたいと思います。なお、本日の会につきましては、動画撮影、写真撮影は可能にさせていただいていただきますが、所定の位置からお願いします。後ろにテープがございますが、メディアの皆さん、所定の位置からということでお願いをさせていただきたいと存じます。また、ライブ配信につきましては、固くこれは禁止をさせていただきます。禁止とさせていただきますので、何卒ご理解、ご協力をよろしくお願いを申し上げます。それでは、まず、発起人を代表いたしまして、ご挨拶を頂戴いたしたいと思います。ここ、本来は参議院議員の中曽根博文先生にご挨拶をいただく予定でございましたけれども、現在、委員会と重なっております。終了次第ご参加される予定となっております。つきましては、衆議院議員の萩生田光一先生よりご挨拶を頂戴いたしたいと思います。萩生田先生、よろしくお願いします。
皆さん、こんにちは。代理で発起人の挨拶をいたします萩生田光一です。自民党所属議員有志によります勉強会、国力研究会、なんと最初から英語の名前もついてまして、JIB、ジャパンイズバックの略だそうでございますが、この発足にあたりまして、発起人を代表して一言ご挨拶を申し上げます。まず本日、この忙しい中、最初のスタートの会にご同席をいただいた、ジョージ・エドワード・グラス閣下大使には心から御礼を申し上げたいと思います。そして本日は多くの自民党所属の同志の国会議員のご参加を賜り、誠にありがとうございます。急なご案内にもかかわらず、本日、ご本人の出席予定が233名、代理の方合わせて277名の出席予定でございまして、また今回にご入会をいただいた議員は、現在347名となっております。さて、高市内閣が発足して早7ヶ月が経過いたしました。その間、高市政権は激動する国際情勢の中で、日本列島を強く豊かにを目標に、外交・防衛政策をはじめ、物価高対策や責任ある積極財政による経済成長など、喫緊の国家課題に真正面から取り組んでまいりました。その働いて働いてと挑戦し続ける総理の政治姿勢を、各世論調査でも多くの国民が高く評価をしているところです。世界は今、まさに大転換期を迎えようとしております。経済の再生、国民生活の安定を実現するため、迅速かつ大胆に取り組むこと、また今日の政治の最大の責務であることは言うまでもありません。同時にこの大きな転換点に、我が国は戦後、結論を出すことができていない課題、すなわち憲法改正や皇位の安定的な継承、自らの国は自らが守る国防の在り方など、国家としての日本の責任、大きな課題にも真正面から取り組んでいかなくてはなりません。志を同じくする皆さんと本研究会を立ち上げますのは、高市政権がこれから立ち向かっていかなければならない中長期的な大きな国家課題についても、政府と党所属国会議員が一体となって取り組んでいけるよう、常に問題意識を共有し、適時勉強会等を開催し、一致協力をして国民の期待に応えようという思いからであります。今後、議員各位の積極的なご参加とご協力を賜りますことを心からお願い申し上げます。最後に私から今回の人事についてご提案をさせていただきます。会長には加藤勝信先生をご推薦をしたいと思いますが、いかがでしょうか。事前の報道でですね、 いろいろ政局を期待する声もありましたけれど、全くそういう会ではございません。しっかりみんなでスクラム組んで、政権を支えながら頑張っていこうという会でございます。ならば両院議員総会でいいじゃないかという先輩の声もありましたけど、両院議員総会ではなかなか勉強会というわけにいきませんので、そういった意味で申し上げますけれども、タイムリーに内閣の政策と党が心一つにしっかり前に進んでいく、その結節点として、この会が役割を果たすことを皆さんに改めてお願い申し上げて、代表のご挨拶にいたします。ありがとうございました。
萩生田先生、ありがとうございました。後ろの方に議員の先生方、立っておられますけど、どうぞ前に今のこの時間に進んでください。席がございますので、一番大使を目の前で見れる特等席にお進みください。どうぞ前にお進みください。はい、それではただいま発起人代表よりご推薦がございました当国力研究会の会長を加藤勝信先生にお願いいたしたいと存じますが、改めてご異議ございませんでしょうか。ありがとうございます。満場の拍手で加藤勝信先生が会長に選任をされました。それでは加藤会長、ご挨拶をお願い申し上げます。
皆さん、こんにちは。ただいま、国力研究会の会長に推挙していただきました衆議院議員の加藤勝信でございます。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。今、萩生田先生からお話がありましたように、347名という、これだけ多くの方々が会員になると、大変な会の会長をということで、大変大きな責任を感じさせていただいているところでございます。まさにこの会の目的、先ほどお話がありましたけれども、高市総理、政権を支えて、そして私どもが一致団結して、目の前にある課題に答えを出していく、そしてまさに国民の信頼に応えていく、これに尽きるというふうに思います。先般の衆議院選挙では本当に多くの期待をいただきました。いろんな期待があったと思います。ただ私なりに考えると、やはりそこにはこの国に生まれてよかったと思う。そしてこれから未来に向けて今日より明日が良くなっていくという信じていきたい、その道筋を示してほしい、まさに未来への挑戦、これに対する期待がそこに現れていたというふうに思います。日本列島を強く豊かにというスローガンの中で、積極的な財政、責任ある積極財政、そして安全保障政策における抜本的な強化、政府におけるインテリジェンス機能の強化など、まさに大きな政策転換、これを掲げて、私どもは多くの支持を頂戴をしたところでございます。ぜひ、これをしっかりと実現をしていく。この研究会では、長期的な視点に立ちつつ、大きな課題についてしっかり議論をさせていただき、そして、これから国力をより増やしていくときに、一体今何が足りないのか、またそれを妨げているものは一体何なのか、これらについて共通の認識を持ちながら、先ほど申し上げた大きな政策、その転換の実現を皆さんと一緒に図っていきたいというふうに思っております。今回いただいた多くの国民の期待に皆さん一緒に応えていこうじゃありませんか。そして役員の人事でありますけれども、基本的にはご一任を賜ればと思っておりますけれども、ここに至るまでの経緯、これを踏まえて、まず最高顧問に麻生太郎先生に、そして幹事長には萩生田光一先生に、また事務総長には木原稔先生、そして事務総長には木原稔先生、事務局長には山田博先生をお願いしたいと考えておりますが、皆さんのご了承いただきたいと思います。ありがとうございます。また、その他の役員につきましても、 随時、決定をさせていただき、公表させていただきたい。ぜひ、協議での皆さん方のご協力を賜ればと思っております。また、具体的な進め方、これだけ大きい大変勉強会であります。どういう形で進めていくのが効果的であるか、役員の方ともご相談をしながら、後日、それを決めさせていただきたいというふうに思っております。最後になりますけれども、今回の発足にあたりまして、大変お忙しい中、ジョージ・エドワード・グラス米国大使閣下、こうして足を運んでいただきまして、心から感謝を申し上げます。我々のこの発足に花を添えていただけだけではなく、この後、大変貴重な講演もいただけるということでございます。どうぞよろしくお願いしたいと思います。ありがとうございます。それでは、まさに今日が発足であります。皆さん、じゃあ、団結して頑張ってまいりましょう。
加藤勝信会長、ありがとうございました。それでは、ただいまから記念講演に入りたいと思います。ご講演いただく駐日アメリカ合衆国大使、ジョージ・エドワード・グラス閣下のご経歴に関しましては、機上配布の資料をお目通しをいただきたいと存じます。また、本日、閣下とともにご出席をいただいております。在日米国大使館の皆様をただいまからご紹介を申し上げます。お名前をお呼びをいたしますので、その場でご起立をいただければ幸いです。エリック・ジェイコブス首席補佐官、クリス・アリソン政務担当講師、バイロン・サオ政務参事官、テュー・リュエン政務参事官、アミット・チャンダ一等書記官、ロニー・ジェン・エバソン二等書記官、ありがとうございました。さて、本日はぜひ同時通訳でお聞きをいただきたいとのグラス閣下のご希望がございまして、アメリカ大使館のご協力をいただいて、お手元にヘッドセットをご用意してございます。これ、後ほど必ず非常に残していっていただきたいと思います。ご講演は日本語がチャンネル2番でお聞きをいただけますので、お確かめください。もし不具合があるようでしたら、そっと挙手をしていただければと存じます。それでは、前方の先生方、どうぞ前列にお進みください。よろしいですか。はい。どうも大丈夫でございますね。それでは、これより閣下よりトランプ大統領、高市総理大臣による日米黄金時代のビジョン、これをテーマにご講演をいただきます。グラス大使閣下、どうぞよろしくお願いします。
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for the very warm welcome. And I want to say, first, I'd like to extend my sincere appreciation to Vice President Aso for inviting me here today to address the inaugural meeting of Japan is Back group, an initiative that comes at a pivotal moment for the Japan and the U.S.-Japanese partnership. It is encouraging, really encouraging, to see so many members here. Your presence reflects the steadfast support for Prime Minister Takaichi, her vision for a strong and prosperous Japan, and the strength of the enduring alliance between the United States and Japan. an alliance that President Trump described as ironclad just a couple of days ago. The moment Air Force One lifted off from Chinese soil, the first leader President Trump called was Prime Minister Takaichi. That tells you everything you need to know about both the strength of the U.S.-Japan alliance and the rapport shared between our two leaders. The President briefed the Prime Minister in detail about his meetings, including his agreement with Chairman Xi that Iran can never be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. They also reaffirmed their shared goal to denuclearize North Korea. The world first saw the President's special bond with the Prime Minister on full display last October. Their appearance together aboard the USS George Washington in front of thousands of American and Japanese personnel was a moment of unity that will be remembered in history. Our two leaders have a deep respect for one another, and they see eye to eye on everything from security and supply chains to trade and technology. They also have something else in common. The President and the Prime Minister have clear mandates from voters to tackle the challenges facing our nations. And this is a rare alignment of vision and conviction that represents a golden opportunity in this golden age of the U.S.-Japan relations. President Trump returned to the White House last year with a promise to make the United States safer, stronger, and more prosperous. That means reinvigorating the American economy, reviving neglected industries, fortifying our military, and ensuring American dominance in energy and advanced technologies. The President vowed to put America first, but he also pledged to energize and equip America's alliances and partnerships for the realities of the world today. He knows that business as usual will not guarantee our security and won't bring vitality to our economies. The Prime Minister understands this too. Her shared belief with the Japanese people during this year's election and campaign, what she shared, they listened and responded with a historic vote of support. The public wants to see a Japan that is bold, decisive, and investing in the country's security and economic future. And I was reminded recently that Japan has seized moments like this before. Last weekend, I visited the annual Black Ship Festival in Shimoda, the birthplace of the U.S.-Japan partnership. Those first treaties between our countries ushered in a period of unprecedented change in Japan. And the vision and resolve of Japan's leaders at the time transformed this country and produced a nation that is now revered across the world for its achievements. Today, Japan and the United States stand at another crossroads. In an uncertain global environment, success requires new approaches and fresh thinking, which is exactly what President Trump is delivering, and it's exactly what the Prime Minister is demanding. The President's hugely successful visit to Japan last year was the first step toward fulfilling, in the words of the Prime Minister, our alliance's limitless potential. Last year's trade and investment deal and agreements in technology prosperity, shipbuilding, critical minerals, and energy form the platform upon which we will upgrade our security alliance and revitalize our economies. Those agreements are about investing in our strengths to create jobs, develop industrial and technological dominance, and ensure our partnership is fully protected on every front. I don't need to remind you that we face adversaries who are relentless in their determination to undermine our alliance and the partnerships that we share in this vitally important region. It is stability that will ensure the Indo-Pacific continues to flourish, which is why the United States stands firmly alongside Japan in our opposition to any efforts to sow discord in this region. and we remain fully committed to supporting the status quo in the Taiwan Strait, promoting the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, and protecting Japan's territorial integrity, including the Senkaku Islands. But if the U.S.-Japan alliance is to lead, we must be at our very best. And the President and the Prime Minister laid out that mission in last year's agreements, which reaffirmed them in March in D.C. Now it's time for us to deliver, and in a time frame that our leaders expect. At the embassy, we call it Trump time. But I know the Prime Minister is just as eager to see substantial progress made on all these agreements. Together, we need to make a swift decision. We need to accelerate our processes and do everything in our power to sustain the momentum that we've generated. We should be ready as well to overhaul the way we work to prepare our partnerships for the challenges and opportunities before us. That's the mindset that the President has brought to the White House. He believes in removing impediments to growth and improvement, which is why, for example, he launched his 10-to-1 initiative this last year. That executive order requires agencies to eliminate 10 existing regulations for every new regulation created. And it's time to embrace the qualities that have brought the United States and Japan so much success. We are two pioneering nations with innovation and revolution at our core. We don't just solve problems, we build paradigms. And our partnership requires exactly that right now. If 2025 was a year of agreement, then 2026 is a year of action. And security is one constant that runs through every aspect of this alliance. Without a modern, robust deterrence and a security framework that safeguards our societies and our economies, our communities cannot thrive. The Prime Minister has shown her determination to invest in Japan's defense, our alliance, and the security of the most consequential region in the world. The Indo-Pacific is the center of gravity for global economy and the technologies transforming our lives. Japan's record defense budget, newly adopted counter-strike capabilities, defense buildup plan, and Joint Operations Command are all welcome moves that contribute to our alliance's ability to preserve peace and protect freedom in this region. But we must not take our foot off the gas because there is still so much to do. We should be clear-eyed about our vulnerabilities and be committed to eliminating them. As we have witnessed in Ukraine, over more than 4 years, technology upended the defense and security landscape. And we need to ensure our capabilities are fit and effective for this era. Conflict has always been a powerful catalyst for innovation, but the speed of drone development in Ukraine is unparalleled. Since 2022, the lifespan of a new battlefield system has shrunk from 7 months to a handful of weeks, and after that, it becomes obsolete. So what does that mean for our alliance? Simply that we don't have the luxury of time in this age of low-cost, mass-produced drones and autonomous systems. Part of Japan's defense budget is already dedicated to this capability, and now is the time for us to turbocharge our cooperation and get producing. America is investing billions of dollars into reconnaissance, strike, logistics, and counter-drone systems, and the U.S. companies stand by ready to provide the necessary potency to this alliance. As in so many other areas, our partnership possesses both the expertise and the engineering excellence to set the bar in defense systems. Something I've seen firsthand during visits to world-class Japanese companies like MHI, which I visited yesterday with Defense Minister Koizumi. All that is stopping us is ourselves. While we can fixate over budget figures, it is capabilities that are the key. And in an increasing complex security environment, deterring aggression takes adaptability and systems that are complementary and cutting edge. And we don't have time. We have to keep investing in that deterrence, and this is not a one-and-done deal. The moment calls for new levels of commitment and new speeds of response. The strength of our alliance extends to how we project our power and then sustain it in any emergency. This requires the necessary missile and air defenses to protect our bases, as well as effective command and control and logistics systems to defend and supply our forces. As Japan knows from its long history of dealing with natural disasters, there is no substitute for preparation and readiness. A well-trained, a well-coordinated alliance is a powerful one in the face of our adversaries. So, some have criticized Prime Minister's commitment to strengthening Japan, claiming the country is remilitarizing, and that could not be further from the truth. It is a false narrative. It's garbage. For well over 70 years, Japan has been a respected and responsible leader on the world stage. Now the Prime Minister is building a Japan that is better able to defend itself and a free and open Indo-Pacific. The propaganda noise from our adversaries is nothing more than a transparent ploy to weaken our rock-solid alliance. It is guaranteed to fail, and our adversaries' fear most is our unity, which should encourage us to deepen our cooperation even further and even faster, especially in cybersecurity. With so much of our modern economies, infrastructure, and security reliant on digital systems, strengthening our cyber defenses is an absolute priority. Because with every digital efficiency and convenience comes a potential vulnerability. And we face an array of increasingly sophisticated threats with AI-powered cyber attacks now a very serious challenge. As we have seen across the globe, defense systems, supply chains, banking networks, and national infrastructure, they're all targets. One successful attack can cripple a power grid or result in devastating data breaches. If we are better to coordinate and share information and intelligence, we must accelerate our investment in cybersecurity and next-gen secure cloud, as President and Prime Minister have agreed to last year. There are opportunities here to develop secure systems, and we will serve our alliance for years to come. As you introduce intelligence reform, our own experiences can prove to be a useful lesson. Prioritizing collaboration between and among national security agencies will help our alliance build a robust national security apparatus. And by breaking down stovepipes and encouraging communication across the agencies, we can gain a clear understanding of the threats we face and counter them more effectively. Earlier this month, the Prime Minister emphasized the importance of economic security and supply chain resilience to free and open up the Indo-Pacific. Our two nations are well acquainted with the dangers of being reliant on a single supplier of materials and resources that power our economies. And President Trump made it clear that the United States will never make that mistake again. The President and Prime Minister have signed a landmark critical minerals agreement last year, and there can be no let-up in our pursuit of reliable, diversified sources of materials so essential to our industries. This is an issue of national security, and the U.S.-Japan alliance is well placed to lead and unify our partnership in this mission. February's critical minerals ministerial in Washington was a great start, but we must work together to explore every opportunity, whether that's investing in a synthetic diamond plant or in the U.S. or pioneering deep-sea mining in Japanese waters. The age of advanced technology chips also requires dependable sources of energy. It is no surprise that most of the projects agreed to so far under Japan's $550 billion U.S. investment commitment, those are energy-focused. American energy abundance offers Japan and our partners seamless access to affordable and stable supplies of energy. These are long-term investments for our partnerships, and it is vital that we keep identifying projects and keep investing, whether that's in LNG, small modular reactors, AI infrastructure, or critical minerals. These aren't just about fulfilling agreements, they are about securing the future of our economies. President Trump promised the American people he would revive manufacturing in sectors once dominated by the United States, and shipbuilding is one of those. When 80% of our international cargo tonnage is transported by sea, shipping becomes a matter of economic security. And the President knows this, and so does the Prime Minister, who is committed to regenerating Japan's own shipbuilding industry. Through shipyard investment, technology adaptation, and workforce development, we can unleash a golden era of shipbuilding for our partnership. As I announced at the Sea Japan conference about a month ago, the President has earmarked more than $65 billion for shipbuilding in the 2027 budget. The United States needs ships, and Japan can help accomplish that. Our embassy teams just organized the first delegation of Japanese shipbuilders to America to learn about investment opportunities. That will not be the last delegation. And with your support, Japan can deliver a ship to the United States by the end of President Trump's term. Where others might seek obstacles, our partnership seeks opportunities. Our shared drive to enhance and advance and lead has delivered so much for our nations and for millions around the globe. It is an impressive legacy, but we can do a lot more. Our citizens voted for the reinvigoration of our nations. Now we must deliver on that mandate and at speeds that our leaders demand. As I mentioned before, at our embassy, we have Trump time. We have Trump time in the United States, and you now have Takeichi time here in Japan. And for all of us in this room, if we are able to grasp this moment and make bold and decisive decisions, this right now, this is our time. I want to thank you very much. It has been an honor to be able to present before you. Arigatou gozaimasu.
グラス大使閣下、貴重なお話をありがとうございました。それでは、グラス閣下はご公務のため、ここで退席されます。皆様、お席についたまま拍手でお見送りをお願いします。同時通訳の機材は机の上にお戻しをいただきたいと思います。議員の先生方、またそれ以外の方でもヘッドホンをセットをお使いになった方、さらに強固な日米関係のために一つ残らず机の上にお戻しをいただくようにお願いします。皆様のご協力をもちまして、無事国力研究会発足記念講演会を終えることができました。16時過ぎの現在の会員は347名となりました。今後も我が国の国力強化に向けまして、 一丸となって政権を盛り立ててまいりましょう。これにて終了といたしたいと存じます。本日はありがとうございました。